Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to cover some XRP news. I was actually looking for Bitcoin news. We're look at the Bitcoin chart real quick. Just going to do a brief overview, see how the weeks look like it might end. So, by the way, none of this is financial advice, for educational purposes only. Also going to take a look at XRP, of course. I was looking for Bitcoin news, and that's one of the things I wanted to get on for, because keep seeing XRP in the Bitcoin news. And so here's one on investors position XRP as viable solution to high Bitcoin gas following 3 million fee. So I don't know if y'all have heard, but it's back on the other page, but some guy accidentally paid a $3 million fee for a single transaction for Bitcoin. And how does that happen? I don't have any idea, but you know, that's nuts. So, you know, again, maybe, who knows? I mean, I'm sure it's on a public, you know, in a public place, so I'm sure people could see that it was paid for, whatever. But, you know, I don't know. Bitcoin, in my opinion, it just serves as like a beacon, but it's dim among brighter beacons that are shining. So we have XRP in the Bitcoin news. Let's get into it, and we'll look at the charts. An XRP investor and vocal community member has positioned XRP as a solution for high gas on Bitcoin and other networks. Oh, also, we're going to look at XLM real quick because it looks more bullish to me right now than XRP. But again, not financial advice. Amid the recent 83.65 Bitcoin, 3.16 million transaction fee. So that sucks. XRP, a viable solution. The investor, identified as Jumpman Fiend, it's a weird name, on X, replied to an attorney John Deaton's response to reports of the massive 3 million Bitcoin transaction fee. This is why XRP is the chosen one, he said, calling attention to XRP's reputation for charging pennies for large transactions. He shared screenshots of 3 different transactions on the Bitcoin network, the Ethereum network, and the XRP ledger. The Bitcoin transaction incurred a fee of $17 to move $17 to move 2.2 worth of Bitcoin. The Ethereum network charged 5.4 for a transaction, $5.40 for a transaction of 77. Okay, yeah, that kind of seems right. I think we sent a small transaction. It wasn't long ago, and it was like I think it was like $30 for something. But it came out the other side $20, so it was like a third. I remember that. Whatever it was like a third, and it took forever. It's ridiculous. This is how I know the numbers are skewed. Also, XRP ledger doesn't send as fast either, as they say. I mean, it might in some places, or on some platforms maybe, but I've had it take up to, you know, several minutes, 3-4 minutes before. XLM, on the other hand, this is my personal experience, it does work in seconds. But anyways, not put it down, just like being honest here. I mean, that's my experience. Let me know if you have different experiences with Bitcoin. If you've waited, you know, hours, drop a comment. Same with XRP ledger and XLM. If you've witnessed the same stuff, let us know in the comments. The Bitcoin transaction incurred a fee of $17 to move. I think they got this backwards. A fee of $2.72 to move $17 worth of Bitcoin. The Ethereum network charged $5.42 for transaction moving $77 worth of USDC on Ethereum. What the F? Someone paid $3 million in fees. This is all over Twitter. Someone paid $3 million in fees for a single Bitcoin transaction. It wasn't ordinals, and it wasn't a required payment. They overpaid by a huge amount voluntarily. Other techs in this block paid median fees of $7.40. What, to send like $40? You know, $30. This is why XRP is the chosen one, but The thing I say is spend the bits can definitely help with this Bitcoin problem. Even Ethereum and ERC20 tokens are expensive to move around. They sure are, extremely. That's why I wonder why these two are the top two. I mean, who's benefiting from that? You know, because someone definitely is. The majority of cryptos are not as expensive as Ethereum or Bitcoin. Just from my experience, I was able to move 13,000 worth of XRP for less than a penny and received it in seconds. I don't doubt that. However, the XRPL transaction saw the movement of 13,472 worth of XRP, but the network fee was so insignificant it only showed 0 XRP. The pseudonymous investor noted that he was able to move 13,000 worth of XRP for less than a penny, receiving the value in seconds. Interestingly, he highlighted spend the bits and XRPL based payment protocol as a solution to high gas fees for moving Bitcoin tokens. Notably, spend the bits aims to facilitate movement of Bitcoin with minimal gas fees and fast processing time. Massive Bitcoin gas payment possible error. Recall that Bitcoin user recently paid 3.1 million worth of Bitcoin in a single transaction. The movement generated mass interest in the company, in the community. Per meme pool data, the trader overpaid the transaction fee by 119,980 times. Specifically, the trader needed only 141, whatever that is, to add the transaction into the block, but paid 16,917,200. I don't know what this is. Someone let me know what this is. What is this? For the transaction. I guess that's like a formula or something to come up with the amount. Someone let me know in the comments. The user intended to send a total of $139 worth, approximately $5, $139 worth, approximately $5, 5,020,000. Okay, 500 or no, 500. Let's just say 5 million to the recipient. The recipient eventually got only 55 Bitcoin, valued at 2 million, at an amount that is absurdly the most expensive paid for a single transaction thus far this year. One of the key theses for the massive gas fee paid by the user is potential due to a glitch in the network. While there is a possibility this is the case, there is no record of any other related charges from users since the SIN logged this transaction. With the amount involved, there might have chosen a more expensive transaction timeline, thus pushing the fee through the roof. While this is a unique occurrence in the network, there are records of equally bogus transaction fees in the history of the blockchain ecosystem. One of these includes the 121 ETH worth 157,764 paid by a trader in October last year against the prevailing rates. Okay, so whether or not the guy, how do you, I don't know about that, but let's look at the charts. That's just I don't know, it seems like very random. Just gonna draw some support and resistance here. Actually, let's zoom out first. Looks like we're forming a pennant flag. And on the 4 hour, it kind of looks like it's going up a little bit. Let's see. Just drag out a couple of trends real quick. So, starting to develop some structure here. Let's try to see if we can find out what it is or get a better idea. Let's go down here. So this is actually a trend. It works better. So from here, and so it looks like we're starting to form a triangle up here. This could have been for liquidity, we'll see. So this is at the top on the 4 hour. We have nearly, again, tweezer bottoms. So, I'm sorry, tweezer tops. So tweezer tops is a reversal signal. On the higher time frames, I think it's more, worthy of being called that. It's like on a daily, this is usually a pattern. But anyways, this 2 candlestick pattern, if this red one, well actually this red one, these two, this did engulf, but if it had done it in 1 candle, like slightly engulfed, then this will be a reversal sign at a high. But that's not what it is. Just look really close. So we're gonna see what happens here. So if we just pick this apart and we just look at this most recent price action here, then we would see a double bottom. We would see a trend. Okay, if we're going to use wicks and candlesticks to make this make sense, let's say we get engulfing after here, then I would shoot right through here. So we'll see how that works out. But we had turn around here, some wicks here. So we're right at 37,800. Let's take a look in. Actually, let's take another look out real quick. Just kind of see what the daily looks like. So on the daily candle, we actually got, this is more bearish considering it's at right above this resistance right here. But, we'll see what happens. This price action, so similar price actions, previous price action or structures have gone up, down, they go down too, obviously. But a lot of times when you see this kind of choppy, I don't know, this one hasn't got a chance to set yet, today's. So we'll see how it sets 1 day in 21 hours. So if it ends up here, then it would break this consolidation period. Let's go back in daily. Here we are, 4 hour. Here we are. Let's go back out to the daily real quick. Just going to see where the next resistance is if we happen to break through this resistance. So I'm just going to put the 30K support in here. So put it at 30. Just going to mark the closest, most the closest, just the closest ones. Oops. Third looks the charm. Maybe not. Alright, well, there's that. Let's catch this one right here. I know where this one is. This one hasn't had as many rejections, but I'll go ahead and drag this one over. Go ahead and put the moving averages up. So this is the 30K. And we are actually right here. And really this goes right here. See, stopped right here, broke through, stopped, came back, stopped, up. See if there's any more. Not really. Kind of over here maybe, but just going to use this. It just, again, because when the market was coming down right here, it came to a dead halt. Let me see if these moving averages are set correctly. This happened last time it was on here. You got 1150. Okay. 250, 1100. That's right. Alright. So we're just on a larger time frame. I'm going to drag this over. We're just going to point out a couple key levels. And we'll get on to XRP and XLM. Support. Daily resistance. So So we're in between this and this. So what would be our next one if we break through here? Let's take a look. It's going to be up here on 45. Actually starting here, we'll draw it through here. I'm going to hit this point right here in the middle of this one. Go in between these because this one stopped. This one stopped right across here. So again, not on the bottom on this one, but if you look over here, price was rejected here, down, looking for launches, you know, like this one went slightly above, but boom. So this one was coming down, stopped, it came through, and it served as resistance here, right here. And might as well count this one at the end here. Alright, let's see. Normally I make sure that these are, you know, pretty, I want it to be as small as possible. Again, personal preference. So it's looking good. So let's get this thing over here and see what price this is. Just going to take a look at this level, look at possibilities breaking out right here, and go to the next chart. Now we just looked at XRP yesterday. We've been looking at it, so we already got to have a good idea of what that chart looks like. So just going to glance at it quickly. I saw XLM looking like it could take off. You know, it broke structure. So it's outside. So if we were to break through, if this was a pennant, this turns into a pennant over the weekend or whatever the case, I'd be looking for a break out of here, obviously, and then not to see one of these. Okay, so this would be option number one. We come back down here to this support. You know, we see a liquidity grab here. That's what, you know, first thing I'd be looking out for. You know, it may not look like this, but a lot of times it will just be a spike. Another option, false break to the bottom. Whoops. Let's do it like this. So, false break to the bottom, clear this gap. Whoops. Right here. Break to the bottom, and then I would expect not to be V like this, but you know, maybe get some kind of structure down here. Maybe we consolidate down here on the 30 until we get some more news. If this played out, it's pretty flat on top, so you can see all the candles. There's this resistance right here. We really just started this part of the channel where we started keeping these boundaries right here. It's been, that's what reached state of consolidation. It's been 16 days, so if we see a breakout at the top, then we'll be looking for a retest, and then going up to 44. So between 40 and 44, and really where we're approaching right now, you know, there's pretty solid resistance. This resistance up here has been pretty tough historically. So that's if it were to play out. And for those of you who don't know, I'm looking at Bitcoin because I'm looking at possibilities too, not just for Bitcoin, but because, and unfortunately this is it right now, everything is Bitcoin. I mean, everything moves off Bitcoin. It's like any conspiracy theories out there as to why. So either that or consolidation. Why Bitcoin gets all the, I mean, I know it was, you know, one of the first whatever, but it's funny that they're bringing up Bitcoin or XRP news the past few times, and that's not just on that source either. It's been also on the crypto basic. So that's how I've had that happen. Gone on there and let's take a look. We had this drawn here yesterday. Actually use this for a cover. It looks like we could complete right here. So if we don't consider this complete, one thing that I'm noticing right here is this. So if we were to go and this looks really similar, but you know, no two market conditions are ever the same, you know what I mean? So what would this look like over here? I mean, that can be similar, obviously, but you know, so this is what it would look like if it came over here. We'd be back to 57 cents and the 1100 moving average. So, and that will put us back on the inside of the channel. Not saying that's going to happen, probably won't happen just like that, but you know, it definitely won't happen identically just like that. But for XRP, I'm looking for a break on the hour. Really, to think like, okay, it's where there's a good chance that we're going up, is that we get it close into, looks like we're about to have a golden cross right here. So we have a golden cross. Boy, wrong one. So a golden cross, we have a price action pattern, or actually we don't have the golden cross now, but it's looking like it could get that way here pretty quick. So for those of you that don't know, this is the 50 moving average, this is the 200. When the 50 goes up from underneath over the 200, then, so this one's more long term, this one's shorter term, it more sticks with the price action. As you see, this one floats away further. So when the short time movement becomes greater than or less than the longer term, then it's representing a change in what potential trend cross, you know, golden cross, maybe a trend reversal. So we've been in this downward consolidating trend, or you know, this is just looking like a giant pullback to me. Not too far for, you know, the crypto market, but so that's that. I'm not gonna check out all the time frames and everything again on XRP. I kind of put this up here just to make it, you know, actually these are lined out with proper-ish. Anyways, not a signal. Don't do this in public. But we do have a signals channel. If y'all need a place or want a place to learn and get signals, then just holler. But drop a comment, send a message, and we'll get you taken care of, get you in there. But so we're doing this kind of stuff, but more signals and more of this kind of stuff. So anyways, let's take a look at XLM real quick. We'll hop off of here. 21. So I'm already got in this personally. So we had a break of market structure right here. Just gonna look at the let's go look at the 4 hour real quick and look at the 1 hour, and then we'll call it an evening. So it's marked out some simple support, resistance, 4 hour, you know, middle resistance right here. Middle resistance, looking at it like that. Here. Tops these right here, wick, bottoms, tops. There you go, just a tad. So this is looking pretty. Also, we had the break of structure. So since we broke out here on XLM. Color this white so we can see it better. So this is the main, these are the main structures here. We are above the 200, we're above the 50, and we are above the 1100 on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. So XLM for some reason has been holding gains a lot better, and it's been making more. So another reason why I jumped in this. You know, the probability on this is about 65%. If we had some type of divergence to go along with it, then I would say more. But with this type of structure, you're rarely going to. Well, we do have some here, and it's kind of like the longer back the divergence is. I mean, it took a while for this to form this way. If we connect this on the bottom, so this one's nearly flat, but it's slightly up, right? So this peak to this peak, so it's saying this peak is higher here. So this is bullish divergence. So when going, and also we are in a 4 hour support, also pretty close to this neckline over here. But so all, you know, it's a green light to me. We had a break of structure on the 1 hour, break of structure. So there's still a chance that obviously we could have the same thing happen here as that we were looking for, or looking at on XRP as a possibility, is that we could see this pattern happen. You know, this didn't come up that high, but let's just say, oops, let's just see if there's another way to see this thing. Not seeing it, but anyways, this is what I was kind of thinking, even though we didn't come up there. I'm just thinking that this, I mean, if this clears this right here, then that would kind of count as a triple bottom. It just wouldn't have a, yeah, because we went up here, we just didn't go all the way. So, you know, I kind of count this as a bottom. As it is right now, we at least have, so we had a higher low. Also, from a bearish perspective, you gotta consider all the possibilities. So when it comes to picking the two, you know, one of those things is going to be Bitcoin to help with sentiment of the market. Let's see, another way you can see this would be as a bear flag, a potential bear flag. In that case, we would not be out of the clear yet. So if this was a bear flag, or if this turns into a bear flag, which it very well could. Triple bottoms look like a bear flag. That's what I mean. An ascending triple bottom is, I mean, it's not a bear flag obviously, but it's the same structure. So what makes it or doesn't is the breakout. If it doesn't break out here or wherever, there, here, if it doesn't break out, then it goes up. I mean, if it doesn't break down and it breaks up, then it's then it's not a, then it's not a, if it breaks out of the top, it's not a bear flag. If it breaks down out of the bottom, then it's a bear flag. What I keep meaning to do is do this right here. It's kind of been a long day. Like that. So that put us, XLM's been staying around 12 cents. I mean, So to bring it down to 11 cents, that would take us down pretty much below this shoulder here. I would say that pattern would be obsolete then. But anyways, more paying attention to this channel still, and seeing this as a channel. So we do like that, like this. It's a little bit different than XRPs, but not by a lot. Geez, what happened here? Not by a lot. So anyway, so looking for that. Got a target before the resistance. Another one before resistance. Another one before the top. And Hail Mary. But anyways, you guys, not financial advice. Not financial advice. That's going to do it for this one, you guys. If y'all have any questions, just reach out and holler. And we will see y'all on Sunday. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. See ya.